I'm Janine Winters, your hostess with the mostest. Welcome to my show, Evenings with Janine, the talk show with the grooviest and coolest guests in town. There's nobody I won't talk to.
Hello, Evenings with Janine. It's for you.
I can't talk, I'm busy.
Despite it all, I'm here. And there's no place I'd rather be. So, come on in, kick off your shoes and get ready to spend the evening with me, Janine. Why, buonasera, my fans, super fans, and all you first-time viewers. I'm your host, Janine Winters, and you'll have to excuse me. I was just having a little look at this wonderful BuzzFood.com, the list of the top 10 best places for an expensive vacation. Well, as we do every week, we have a very exciting episode for you tonight. After a slightly tumultuous ending to our episode last week, I can say with confidence that we are back to normal, or even better than normal. You could say we've run into a bit of luck of late and finally some luxury affordances on our hands. We've got some very special news about the show and a very special guest. Our news segment tonight is all about moi. I'm thinking of taking a vacation abroad. You see, I've always been very attracted to travel. All my life, I knew I was destined for something more. It's why I became an actress. I knew that I alone could touch many, many lives all around the world. I was just reading this little listicle, and I've found so many places which I've already been and brought light to. So many five-star hotels. For instance, number one on my list, Paris, City of Lights. Why, it was in Paris that I first had my chance to break into the foreign film market. I was victime assassinée nombre 2 in the French version of Cop Shop, or Boutique de Flic, which only released in Algeria. Number 2 on the list is, Roma. Well, I'd love to go back to Rome, but I can't. This is just between you and me, but I was banned from the country after a little incident with a paramour of mine and the Pope Mobile back in '88. As I said to Jodie Foster, yours might have tried to kill the president, but mine's bigger. Oh, number 3 on the list, Antarctica. Ooh, well, it sounds a little chilly. It says here that you can book a spot on a luxurious Norwegian fishing vessel, and spend 6 months exploring the frigid waters of Antarctica. Ooh, it does sound cold, but really, the website makes it sound quite romantic. Cold icebergs with the aurora australialis, hunky blonde Norwegian men, the sound of dying whales. Maybe Antarctica isn't for me. Number 5 on the list, LA. Really? I mean, who wrote this list? They booed me after what I said to Sylvester Stallone when he unveiled his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But I'll say it again. Sylvester, you should have stopped at the first Rambo movie. Not to mention that time I was unfairly fired after the screen test of the Freaky Friday remake. Oh, they said I was too frigid. The American audience has never understood my subtle charms. But before I go spilling all the tea, as the kids say, it's time to introduce you to this episode's sponsor. He's right here in the studio with us. It's my honour and great pleasure to introduce Barry.
Hello.
Well, keen viewers may remember that Barry is a poet who has been writing my creative messages for the last few episodes. he also decided to pay us a little visit in the studio while the cameras were rolling last episode. Oh, and I do apologise for all the commotion, the screaming at the camera too. But I'm happy to announce that Mr. Barry Smith will be sponsoring the show henceforth. We are back in business, baby. Expect flashing lights, top-notch audio quality and fire-breathing lions in the next episode because that's what we've got up our arsenal.
It fills my heart with warmth to see how happy my money makes you, Janine. I told you I was your biggest fan.
Well, yes. Well, we'll be hearing from you a little bit more later on, Barry. But that's enough for now.
I'm just so happy to be here. Acknowledged by you, finally.
Okay, Barry, that's very nice. Well, that's enough. Now, scoot along.
Janine, you can't talk to him like that. We want to keep him as sponsor.
Oh, you're right. Oh, Barry, why don't you stay as long as you wish?
Thank you, Janine. As I said, I'm so very proud to be part of this show. I see great potential in what you've created. And I also see great potential between the two of us as two creative geniuses striving to make our mark on the world.
Yes, well, I see great potential in me as well. I'm glad we've got that in common. You know, I did start developing some of my skills in areas other than performance recently. Thought I'd dip my toes in the world of cooking, so I made cottage cheese from scratch. Do you know how to make cheese, intern?
No, I guess I don't.
Well, I do. The process was extremely fun, and now I have a set of cheesecloths to put to use. I do have one qualm, however. Tell me why it is that when I filmed this process and uploaded it to a little site called TikTok, I started receiving comments labelling me a trad wife? I'm not a trad, nor am I a wife for that matter. And no matter how much it seems to be that I have a wealthy man paying for my personal finances, this is not the case. Barry is merely a business sponsor. Isn't that right, Barry?
Whatever you say, my sweet queen.
So you people just hate to see an independent woman succeed. I would never use sponsors' money for hobbies or overseas vacations.
So, did you not just pawn all of your stuffed teddy bears to Barry on Sunday?
Yes, she did. And I keep Mr. Paws in a very, very safe place.
It's called business, intern. Get used to it. I also started up a cryptocurrency coin the other day. That's about as professional as you can be.
Sure, because who doesn't trust a crypto bro to be professional?
Yeah, exactly.
What's even the name of your crypto coin?
Oh, you don't need to know that. All you need to know is that I'm an independent businesswoman and that I have a keen eye for making cottage cheese.
It's called Barry plus Janine equals forever.
Barry plus Janine equals forever.
So it is. And do you know what? It's making me more money than you could ever dream about. So cool it with the judgment, intern.
We're very, very proud of our investment.
Good for you both. Just don't think you can buy me out too.
We'll see about that.
Oh, he hasn't bought me out. I'm still very invested in the show and the future of my darling audience.
So when's the show gonna see some of this money, guys?
Next episode. Yes, be patient, intern.
I am trying.
Anyway, it's about time for a break now. I hope you all enjoyed these wonderful sponsors. Be excited. We'll be back shortly with more B-A-R-R-Y, Barry. Welcome back, my darlings. Now, some of you at home may recognise our guest this evening from his kind gifts and beautifully written fan mail. He's a loyal watcher, a self-titled #1 Janine Winters fan, and this week's generous sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Barry Smith.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here on the show with you, Janine. Words cannot express the pleasure I feel.
Well, we don't have to go into that. Just make yourself comfortable.
Wow, this chair's really firm.
Oh, well, would you like a cushion?
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Barry Smith is like no other guest we've ever had on the show. He's got no following, no credentials, no skill or scandal, but he is just so special. And the most loyal fan we've had. Barry, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Me? You want to know about me?
Yes, but you don't have to, go into it.
Well, Janine, you see, when a mother and a father, they love each other very.
Barry, not that far back. Why don't we start with when you first heard about moi, Janine, and what about that certain je ne sais quoi that piqued your interest?
Great question, Janine. You're so smart. I remember like it was yesterday. I was 13 years old and I had just begun my indefinite holiday from school, aka asked not to return back. Anyway, with all this free time on my hand, I was left to my own devices. I spent my days consuming any and all television programs I could get my hands on.
Well, I'm sure that did wonders for your brain development.
Oh, it did. But then came your show, Evenings with Janine, and it changed my life.
Oh, stop.
You were just so magnetic.
Oh, stop. Stop.
No, I won't. When I saw you on that screen, talking to that camera, it felt like you were talking to me. And for the first time in my life, Janine, it felt like I was seen. I couldn't get enough of it. I began to tune in every week. I recorded and archived every episode. I bought your merch. I wrote fan fiction. I even started a fan club.
Isn't that sweet?
But no one was as dedicated as I was. They weren't ready to commit to a lifestyle focused just on Janine, so they all had to go.
Oh, well, intern, doesn't that explain
But
the
when I
decline
won
in view?
this lotto ticket, Janine, I knew I could use it for good. I had to save your show.
Well, Barry, I'm not really sure that the show needs saving.
To be fair to him, Janine, we do have 3 viewers tonight.
See? I want to bring your show back. I want to bring it back to the glory days, Janine. I want to make sure you're looked after. And by extension, your crew as well.
Me?
Come. As a dedicated union minion, I want to make sure that you're looked after. I want to make sure that the incredible work you do for this show is rewarded.
I don't think I understand.
I want to make sure that you're paid. Brooke Wallace.
My name, Janine. He knows my name. Did you hear him?
Well, I was just trying to figure out what it is I've got between my teeth. Intern, can you come over here and help me to pull this out?
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Hold on a minute. I can't let you do that. That would be incredibly degrading. I volunteer.
Oh, Barry, no one's asking you to do that.
No, it's okay. I'll do it.
oh, look, it's magically, look, it's gone. Look, it's gone. No, there's no need to panic.
Janine, I can still see some in there.
Sit back down, Barry. Please. Why don't you share with the audience how you won the lottery?
Okay. Well, I was at the store, mailing another lovely handcrafted package to your PO box, when I saw a man buy 50 lotto tickets. And to me, that wasn't right. I mean, Why be so greedy? I had to do something about it.
What did you do, Barry?
Just had a lovely chat with him. Followed by a small run-in with the police.
What? Barry, how did you get your hand on that ticket?
I borrowed it.
Borrow? You mean you stole it?
I like to call it borrowing. Luck of the draw. But don't worry, Janine. This will all be yours.
Oh, well, of course. But after you sign all the forms.
Paperwork? What's next? You want my fingerprints? Of course I'll sign the forms, Janine. If you let me stay on for the next segment.
Oh, now, I don't know that that's possible. Well, it's not the way we do things on this show. Oh, well, you know what, Barry? I think we can make an exception.
That's what I thought. We'll be right back after these messages.
It's my line. Welcome back, lovelies. Before the new show can begin, prepare to say goodnight to the old evenings with Janine. Well, it's almost nostalgic. This is where my fish Humphrey died, a preventable death, where I reunited with my brother for our feud together. Oh, goodbye lamp, goodbye carpet, goodbye crew. Oh, and by that I mean good riddance. After tonight, complete overhaul. I just need to...
I know!
That's the funniest story I've ever heard. You know, you're a real spunk, kid.
Thanks, Dad, my friend. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. You're so nice to me.
You don't have to say anything. I see you. I see you.
Well, don't mind me. I'm just the lowly host in the middle of my show.
Janine,
Sorry, Janine.
my queen, I apologize. You know, I do never do anything to disrupt your transcendent synergy I've come to know and love. Will you ever forgive me?
Oh, I suppose. If you just sign...
Oh, thank you.
Oh. Luckily, I have spares. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget I'm not talking to the life-size cardboard cutout in my bedroom. Go ahead. You won't notice me. I promise you.
Okay. Audience, before I was so rudely interrupted...
Intern, what are you doing over there in the void? Come, step into the light.
Thank you.
I was just going to tell you what the new evenings with Janine will look like. Picture Janine in lights, a live audience chanting my name. A lineup of showgirls behind me, a guest ball pit, piranhas, a dressing room, hot tub. Oh. Ugh.
Chills. Chills. I will so fund that, Janine.
I hate to be a damp towel, guys, but are we sure this is up to OH&S? Those sound like hazards. Did you say piranhas, by the way?
He might be right, Janine. As your die-hard super fan, ultra supporter of 30 years and counting, I would literally die for you. Literally.
Oh, okay.
But as your future investor, son, you're right. You've got a good head on your shoulders. How would you feel about going from paid intern to paid producer?
Really? This is all happening so fast, I mean...
Is it? You might not have noticed, but you're already experienced in telling Janine what to do, in keeping her rebellious spirit in its stables. And don't think I've missed the lack of a real producer around this set. Nothing gets by me.
Well, she quit on the first episode. I mean, someone had to stand up.
Congratulations, buddy. You are now the producer.
Oh, wow. Now, wouldn't that be amazing? The intern, our producer. Say what? Oh, why don't we play a game? Barry, would you like to have a go?
Would I?
Ever heard of Pin the Donkey?
I've heard rumours,
Well, you know,
but I've never dared to dream.
just like that, except with your signature. You just have to sign in the right place.
Okay.
Yes, put it tight. That's it.
Am I doing this right? Am I doing it right?
Nearly. Yes, I'll take that.
There you
Okay,
go.
oh, there you are. Just here,
Okay.
here,
Okay.
here. So close.
Hang on a minute.
yeah,
This feels
just-
a little. This feels a little easy.
Oh, that's all.
What? Bamboozled? Me? I forgive you, of course. Your duplicitous nature. That's half the reason I love you so much, and I expect nothing less. Let me see this. Hang on a minute. Clause. The intern will not be the new producer?
When did you add that?
Oh, it's mail time. Dear Janine, I drew a picture of you and me. See below. Oh, I see. Oh. Oh, terrible. Didn't capture my likeness at all. Oh, there's more. I am 6 years old and 2 months. I'm a big fan. Bye for now. Oh. Oh. I suppose this is the nicest thing that a fan has ever given me. It's actually pretty good. Perfect even. Well, I'm going to put this on my fridge. Oh, no, better idea.
What?
There we go.
What's going on here?
Oh, what's wrong now?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Well then,
I'm just surprised how you'd flaunt your other fans around me. Like a common floozy.
beg your pardon? I have not been a floozy since, well, the summer of '96, thank you very much. And I reject your notion that I am flaunting anything.
Yeah? Well, explain that.
That is an artistic representation of what can only be described as perfection.
Right. And you said I was your biggest fan.
Oh, you are, Barry.
Prove it then. Destroy it.
I will not do that. What? You're being ridiculous.
Do it.
No.
Rip it up.
No. How dare you? Are you insane?
Am I insane? Are you insane?
What? What? You know what? I can't do this anymore. I've tried. I mean, I really have. But I have had enough. And I've put up with too much from you. The constant input. The constant threat of financial ruin. The coddling.
Oh, the coddling. Of course. And what of how you treat our boy?
The boy is deserving of the treatment he gets.
Must you act so wickedly? Nobody is deserving of these cruelties, Janine. This is not who you are.
This is exactly who I am, and you, of all people, should know that. Perhaps your loyalties are not as clear as you make out.
You doubt my affections? My integrity?
I doubt your love for me.
My love. I've only ever loved you, Janine. I can't breathe without you. I can't live without you. Are you so blind to that? Can you not see?
Then prove it to me. Make me the woman you promised, the one you think I am.
So this is where your concerns lie? Will you not even fight for us?
Will you? I have given you more than enough. It's time you did the same in return.
Not like this, Janine. Not if this is all I am to you.
Then there's nothing more to say.
Come here, my boy. My sweet child. You are the very best thing to ever grow from our love. Never forget that. Goodbye.
Papa? Papa, no! Why, Papa? Why? Papa!
Hey, thank God that's over. Thank goodness that's over. Oh, I mean, can you believe him? Jealous of a 6-year-old's drawing. I'd bet you he never had any money. Oh, $4,000, what good would that do us anyway?
He was only giving you $4,000, Janine?
Well, yeah, he asked how much I wanted and 4,000 sounded like a good number, so...
Janine,
you know.
his dad invented the rubber seals that go around train windows. His dad is loaded.
What?
Yeah, I think they're really close to trillionaires.
Why didn't you mention this before? You are lucky the cameras are still rolling. Barry! Yoo-hoo! Barry, darling! I think we need a tete-a-tete. Barry! Barry! Hello, yoo-hoo! Wait for me!
Why does everyone I love leave me? Papa! It still smells like you. Oh my God. I miss you so much.